Hi, Eric Lanask here. We're at WebRTC Conference and Expo 5 here in San Jose, California. I'm talking with Dialogic's Jim Mackey. Jim, good morning. Thanks for joining me.
How are you doing? It's good to be here again.
Doing great. Really looking forward to a really exciting week. And you know, one of the exciting things kicking it off today, very shortly, in fact, is your keynote. What kind of things can we look forward to from your keynote?
So I was thinking about WebRTC. There's a lot of hype, as you know, about WebRTC, and some people are looking at WebRTC and going, it's taking a little longer to, come into the market. And so I was thinking about how do I address that, and I saw a lot of parallels with VoIP from 1998, so a long time ago. And so I just wanted to put all that in perspective. And when you draw a parallel with VoIP, you can see that there's a lot of good things ahead. So that's really what I'm going to talk about. It'll be a pretty simple and basic message, but important so that people don't get frustrated with where we are today with WebRTC.
So you're right. It's been, a lot of people have voiced similar opinions on sort of the slow rate at which the uptake has happened. To what do you attribute that?
Well, I think there's some issues with standardization, first of all. I also think WebRTC or any new technology to get rolled out, it has to be what I call business useful, and I'll talk about that, which means it either saves money or it makes money. So you have to have applications that make it worthwhile to use it. And I think that part, there's a lot of hard work going on in the background. There's trials going on, and then you'll just see it happen. And that's kind of what we saw with VoIP. We went through the same things, and then it just was rolled out, right? So that's what I expect with WebRTC. So that's really what I want to talk about today.
Certainly saving money or cost savings, it's kind of one of the topics of conversation anytime that a new technology comes out. But is that really where the benefits are with WebRTC, or is it really more along the lines of, as you said, how you make money?
I think it's about creating new services. So if you create new services that can help people, and along that way, because you don't have to download a client, there's savings there where you don't have to always have the client uploaded with the latest version of firmware or something like that. And that's important. So in that way, it saves money. So there's a lot of different ways to save money. But also, I think ultimately, because WebRTC is embedded in a browser, you can embed a URL into some kind of email, customer service email, click on it. The person doesn't even know they're talking WebRTC, but it helps create customer service better. And I think that's ultimately why it will succeed, because you're going to create services that enhance the experience.
Does Microsoft's announcement that it's sort of getting on board, at least to some degree, with the WebRTC movement, does that help? Is that going to help drive it?
I think that certainly helps, but also in a weird kind of way, it might slow it down, because now you have this standardization stuff that has to happen. And again, all that, we went through the same thing with VoIP, right? We went through the same thing. So ultimately, it's all good because you need everybody on board. But there might be some slogging still for like in 2015 there, and we just have to expect it. But because of what I said, you're going to have some excellent applications out there, and that's why it'll succeed.
Where are the opportunities with, given what you've seen so far and where you expect WebRTC to go, where are the opportunities for Dialogic?
Certainly with our enterprise customer base, we have a lot of contact center customers, so it'll help customer service there. But also in the service provider market, we see service providers themselves getting on board with WebRTC. It might be a way for them to kind of create OTT themselves. They can own the customer as a subscriber again. If you remember, you probably remember like 10 years ago or maybe even longer, when you were on when you had a mobile phone, you said, I have it in my AT&T phone. Like it came out branded AT&T. And now Apple or Android, that's how you talk about your phone. So maybe that's a way that they can get back to the subscriber again and take some power back. So I think both of our sides of our business will benefit from WebRTC, and we're expecting that to happen.
Excellent. Jim, thanks for being with us here this week. Looking forward to your keynote.
Me too. Thank you very much. It's good to see you again.